Hi, I'm Tom Garner. We're on Bulldog Hill. This is August the 18th, 2025. We're on the second floor of my gazebo, enjoying a beautiful day, and ready to do the third episode of my thoughts. The intent of this segment is to shine light in dark places. There are lots of ways in which dogs are misunderstood by people, and usually the entity in that partnership that suffers the greatest because of that misunderstanding is the dog. In fact, we have a wonderful complementary relationship with dogs. There is an interdependency, and we are truly blessed that God and nature have given us a species of animal that gives us unconditional love and sets the example of excellence in many ways, and they serve us in many ways. It's terrible that they suffer so much because of their ignorance, and there are numerous ways that I can address that. There's numerous venues in which that disparity, that injustice plays out, but I'm going to just take a look at one of them today. There is a long-held belief within the pit bull fraternity that pit bulls that are blessed with physical roughness, the ability to, when they're set on a hog, the ability to have great strength and great bite, that those dogs are inherently less game. In other words, they're more likely to lose heart and give up the fight against a wild boar. And conversely, the animals, it is believed by this community, the animals that don't have as much physical roughness inherently have more gameness, more heart. So the belief is that those two variables, physical roughness and longevity, heart, gameness, are inversely proportional. I've often heard it said that a little intelligence is a dangerous thing. What they do is they see, well, this dog he was really rough, but he only lasted 20 minutes. Well, this one wasn't very rough, but he lasted 30 minutes. So the conclusion is that that's inherent in the nature of the dog and the distribution of genes, that those two things would be inversely proportional. In reality, if the people who believe this had just a little more intelligence, they would realize that that's not the case at all. They would realize that time is not the index whereby you measure heart in a dog. It's like Napoleon said, exhaustion makes cowards of us all. In leading tens of thousands of soldiers, he would see men who were very enthusiastic to get into battle, but then after 4 days, they'd lose their enthusiasm. Or after 20 minutes of swinging the sword, they lose their enthusiasm. So he correctly observed that exhaustion is a key element in enthusiasm, losing enthusiasm. What the average person doesn't take into account is that exhaustion is not just a function of time, it's a function of loss of oxygenation to various parts of the body and the brain. It's a lowering of blood sugar to the point of becoming dysfunctional. And in the case of a dog that is very rough, essentially that means he's probably got a lot more fast twitch muscle, which burns up resources a lot quicker. So the correct index whereby you measure heart is to what state of depletion was the animal before he started having a loss of enthusiasm. So, if your oxygenation goes down to 80%, and your blood sugar goes down to let's just say a low level, that's going to happen for a dog that's very rough. That's going to happen a lot quicker. The dog that's very rough, again, has more fast twitch muscle, which the mitochondria burn fuels at a much faster rate. So the correct way to analyze it is not over time. It's not a matter of 20 minutes or 30 minutes. It's a matter of to what state of depletion and to what degree of personal discomfort did that animal experience before it became too much to continue. So dogs that are rough inherently use up their resources, vital resources, much quicker. Let's just say that a dog that's very rough that continues against the hog for 30 minutes shows much greater gameness than does a dog that's not rough at all that goes for that same period of time. So you have to take time out of your mind as the index whereby you relatively compare two different types of animals. The dog that's using up all of his resources much more quickly, he reaches a state of being challenged much more quickly. So again, the truly rough dog going 30 minutes is showing more gameness than the not so rough dog that goes 30 minutes. So hopefully some of you who are listening who have wrongly held the former belief are able to addend this to your perspective and have a more balanced and more correct understanding of what you're looking at. So that's my thought for the day. Hope you will contemplate it, assimilate it. I only hope the dogs benefit from it. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.